My sixth grader and I have gone through schedules, routines, flows, block scheduling, and we have finally decided we're not mixing it up anymore. But let me tell you about our experience with these different types of scheduling of your day and hopes to help you with scheduling yours. Now keep in mind, every homeschool is different, every family is different, so this is really our experience. Yours may definitely be different, and if it is, please let me know down in the comments. I love the idea of a flow to the day. Some of my very best homeschool friends do this and it works amazing for them. For us, it doesn't. We need a more structure than what a flow provides. So we can't just say, hey, we're going to wake up whenever we want to, and then we'll get our day started and we'll see how things go and which subject we want to get into. And that does not work for us. When we try to do a flow to the day, we, first of all, don't really get anything done. But secondly, we don't get along as well because I want to get the things done. I know that we need to get things done. And my daughter, on the other hand, is very much more of, let's just hang out. We have other things that we need to do as a family. We have other commitments, family commitments that we have to keep into consideration, as well as sports commitments and just different things in our lives. So if we don't get our day started until, say, noon, we're not going to be finished in time for our other commitments. And that is not really teaching my daughter what I want her to learn about commitments and following through on your word, because we do have other commitments that we need to be mindful of. So flow, not for us. The second thing we tried was a schedule. Let's get up at 8 o'clock. We need to be ready to start school by 8:30. We'll do Bible from 8:30 to 9, math 9 to 10, language 10 to 11, and just have really those time stamps for the individual subjects. That didn't work for us either, because it didn't always take that full hour, or sometimes we were so close to understanding a concept, and if we stopped it at the hour mark or at the half hour mark, whatever we had scheduled for that, we wouldn't understand the concept, and then the next day we'd have to start over again. And so we really didn't like a schedule. It was way too rigid for us. And so we tried a routine, which is much more of, let's still get up, and we'll be up at 8:30. We will start school at 9 o'clock, and then we'll just go with what first, second, third with our subjects. So let's do Bible first, and then we'll do math, and then we'll do history, or however it works out for that day. That worked amazing for us for fourth grade. We really liked it. It was a great way for our homeschool. Well, when fifth grade came around, we decided that we were going to do more of a modified block schedule. So we would have certain subjects that we would always be in the first block. So the math, language would always be in the first block, and then the second block would be history and grammar, or however that worked. And my daughter just didn't like it. She did not like not being able to move those subjects around every day. We decided to go to a different type of block schedule in fifth grade, where we would have more of, on Monday, Wednesday would be our math block, Tuesday, Thursday would be our language block, and really double up in some of those subjects on those days. So for example, on Monday, we would do 2 lessons of math and we would do 2 lessons of science. And then on Tuesday, we would do 2 lessons of language and 2 lessons of history. And we didn't like that either. The reason that did not work is it was just too much of those subjects. It was too long. So for example, if we were doing 2 math lessons, sometimes that was going to take an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half. Well, she was done thinking about math. And then we would go into science, where we would have 2 experiments to do or something like that. And it just made for some very long days. Another reason I didn't like that block schedule is, especially with math, you need to understand the concept that they introduce, and then you build on that to go to the next lesson. Well, the way that we do that is we introduce the concept, and then she does have those problems that she needs to do without me, which is what we call our homework in homeschool. It's something that she needs to do without me to make sure that she understands those concepts. Well, what was happening is we would do the first lesson and the first concept, and then we would have to go directly into the next lesson without that little check of, can you do this without me around? Can you do this? And do you understand what it is? And that just caused a lot of problems. And then for something like history, that was a lot of reading in one day. And so she didn't really like that as well. And so we decided not to do that again. So block scheduling is not for us right now. And so for 6th grade, we have gone back to our routine. She likes just having each subject on our corkboard, and she gets to choose what order we do on each day. Now, whenever we are not doing a subject, like if we are not doing art that day or we are not doing science that day, then she'll just put them off and she'll concentrate on the other subjects that we are doing that day in the order that she wants to do them. There is one rule. We have one rule with regards to this routine, and that is that math must be done in the morning, which means math always has to be one of the first 3 subjects that we start with in the day. Normally we have Bible first and then math comes next, and that has worked really, really well. We need math in the morning so that we can have the fresh minds, the good attitudes, the full bellies from breakfast, and really just enjoy math without being tired. And that does help a lot with regards to just having fun with math. She really does enjoy math, but it's also, she really does enjoy it more when it's in the mornings. I hope that this does help you in looking at different aspects of ways to run your homeschool every day. Bye-bye.